on day 5, I think we are. We're here on the floor we've not been on yet. This is maybe not the top floor, but the top floor that bridge is being played in the convention centre. And we are here playing in the top flight Swiss. So we've just finished our first round. We were sat there, and Beans and Bork, our teammates. That's Arthur Gongnet. How you doing, Arthur? Good. And then that is Mr. Klesnik and someone else. Hello, I think yes. Right. So yeah, we're playing this, and then obviously other events going in. There's like open pairs, and there's stuff going on behind that curtain, which might be like the mini Spingold or something like that. So this is the floor you're playing on when you're not playing in any of the NABC Plus events. There's Miki. He's just been a lucky fish, but I'll tell you about that in a second. So this is what we're doing today. We're going to be playing 6-8, and last time we entered with this team, we came second. So that was a year ago in Chicago. So we're going to try. Well, it's going to be difficult to beat that, but we'll try. Obviously we're going to try. So we'll be doing this today, going out for lunch, and I think we might be trying some sort of retro arcade tonight, where there's it's so many dollars to play as many games as you want on some sort of video game console stuff. So that's what's going on. And that's Maya there. Right, let's get on with some hands. So the first round, you pick up this hand. You pick up Void Singleton, Ace 10 9 to 6, Ace Queen Jack 10 to 6, and it's you to go first. And you've had a good set so far. You've pretty much got pluses on nearly every board, and maybe you've got one bad board. And you open a diamond. And the bidding goes double on your left, redouble from partner, 1 heart on your right. What on earth are you doing here? Anything could be right on this board, and obviously there is no good systemic agreement to when you're 6-6, because it happens so infrequently. And in this particular case, partner's got values. Partner's got 9+. And likely, partner usually won't have length in diamonds, or it's less applicable over diamonds. So partner might have club support here, but more importantly, partner's looking to penalise them in a major, and they've only bid 1 heart. So partner might have 4-5, 5-5 in the majors or something, or just a lot of points, so they haven't jumped in hearts. Now that they've got major fits. You've got none and 1 in the majors, so even if partner is 5-5, they've got a heart or a spade fit or whatever they get to, sort of, even if it's a 7-card fit. So what are your choices? I don't know what I'd do on this, and I think personally I would bid 3 clubs. I would want to game force with both my suits in play. That's what I would do in the hand. I didn't hold this hand. Miki did, and Miki elected to bid 2 hearts. Now I don't know what 2 hearts accomplishes. The difficulty is partner's just going to bid some number of no trumps, I think, and so maybe you can get a gauge of how strong you are. 2 hearts feels like it must be game forcing. You've foregone the chance to penalise them. You've forced with 2 hearts. You've not just kind of bid a quiet 2 clubs or 2 diamonds. You force a 2 hearts. So 2 hearts is game forcing, and over this your partner bids 3N. Now if 2 hearts is game forcing, 3N should be a sign off, and 2N should be your more constructive raises. And now you realise that you still haven't shown your clubs, and you're 6-it. I mean, if partner hasn't got a fit in the minors, are you making 3N? Maybe not. So you sort of need, for you to make game in this hand, or in no trumps or minors, you need partner to have a fit for you. So what should you do now? Well, you should probably bid 4 clubs now. Find out which minor partner has the most of, and then if you want to start Q bidding, maybe do it. The problem is partner needs to have exactly the ace of hearts, otherwise the rest of partner's major suit cards are dead, and you're really hoping that partner has some club value, some minor suit values. So maybe you've got one of the minor suit kings and the ace of hearts. Well, you're probably going to make 5 of a minor now, but how do you find this out? You really should have bid 3 clubs last time. So over 3N, what do? Well, you don't really want to play in 3N, I don't think. Maybe you do, maybe your clubs are good enough that they're going to lead a heart or a spade. Partner can hopefully win and play clubs even if they haven't got the king, and then get to your hand with the ace of diamonds. So you're going to make 5 clubs, the ace of diamonds is 6, maybe a couple of hearts and a spade. You're really relying on partner not having a double stop in both of the majors. So I don't know, but Miki, never want to be quiet, jumped to 6 clubs, which I don't. As the auction's gone, it's better. It's a better bid than maybe. It obviously gets your clubs in the picture at the 6th level. And partner corrected to 6 diamonds, and it goes pass, 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 and the full hand's there. Partner has, given partner's effectively signed off, partner has a really suitable hand for you. They've got a singleton club, they've got jack to 3 diamonds, so 3 card diamonds, and the jack, so you're just missing the king and queen, and more importantly the ace of hearts. I think you're very lucky there. And the 8 of diamonds as well, which is important, so you might be able to rough some clubs high. So you're still not home. What lead is the best for you? The ace of spades, well, they lead that. They lead the ace of spades, so you rough it, and you're still not home. So obviously this is not a good spot. But what do? You've now got chances. I think you've definitely got chances. Now if diamonds are 2-2, the issue, you want to rough him club finesse potentially. You can play ace of clubs, queen of clubs, and if the double has the king of clubs, you can catch it. But you need diamonds 2-2, or maybe a singleton on is good enough, maybe. And Miki played. He won. He roughed at trick 1. He played the ace of clubs at trick 2, and he played the queen of clubs. And the guy played small smoothly. And Miki thought for a while and roughed it. And the king appears. Oh, that's brilliant. Isn't that good? Now, the issue is now there might be a club overruff, but now you're pretty much reliant on diamonds coming in. You now play the jack of diamonds off dummy. If they don't cover, you have to play for diamonds 2-2, because if it loses, they can always give a club overruff. So it went jack of diamonds, they covered with a queen, brilliant. You played the ace, you knock out the other diamond, and you claim. I don't endorse nearly any bid on the hand. I don't even think my redouble's good. I think I should probably just bid a spade, but I was looking for blood. Maybe they will, land in 2 spades or something like that, and Miki's got both minors, I've got both majors, and nothing's working for them. But I should probably just bid a spade, anyway, that should be good. I'm not even sure 3N makes. I suppose the king of clubs is doubleton. So you make 6 clubs. The ace of hearts is 7. No, 3N doesn't make, I don't think. Even though king x of clubs is on side. You make 6 clubs and 2 aces. And then one of them's got, well, maybe. I think it needs one of them to have 5 hearts. I don't know how the defensive hand's lined up. So we got away with that one. That was the last board of our set, and in a set that was going all right for us anyway. So hopefully we won the first match. It needs a pretty bad set of occurrences for us not to. We're 2 matches in, we're 2 wins in, but there's a director call. We've got a naughty book talk. Apparently, and we'll find out what happens. There he is. This is his hand. I can't remember the exact. Yeah.
Stiff ace of spades, jack third of hearts, jack doubleton of diamonds, 7 solid.
Okay. So he has 15 high card points and a balanced hand, he thinks, so he opens a no trump, and apparently in ACBL world this is not allowed. So we're going to find out what happens. We won 8 imps on the board. Maybe the board becomes flat. I don't know what they're going to rule it back to, but at our table the guy just bid 5 clubs by himself, so maybe we can argue that it should be flat. But in ACBL world you can't open a no trump with a singleton unless it's an honour. So there might be some other rules about it. So in England you could you can psych no trumps all you want, but in ACBL land it's a protected bid. I think it's like an endangered species. So we will see what that gets ruled back to, but we'll see. We're 2 wins down. Another hand you've got stiff queen, king to 5, 3 low, jack 10, 9x, and I can't remember the dealer. Was I the dealer? Board 2. Yeah, so it goes past, and your partner opens a spade, and the next hand bids 3 diamonds. Okay, so you've got this hand, you haven't got an action, you pass, and partner over 3 diamonds pass to partner, they come back in with a double, and you pass, and have you got a decision here, or is it just a clear 3 heart bid? Possibly you'd like to jump to 4 hearts, but I think 3 hearts is fine. At match points, 3 hearts is the bid, I think, because your partner will be stretching to compete. And so you bid 3 hearts, but we're not playing match points, we're playing teams. You bid 3 hearts, and left hand opponent bids 4 diamonds, and over 4 diamonds your partner bids 5 diamonds. Pass. Are you good enough to bid 6 hearts now? I think you are. I think, imagine you had the King of Clubs the first time round, in addition to what you've got. You probably bid 4 hearts first time round. So you're not far off bidding 4 hearts first time round. And when partner opposite what could be nothing bids up to 5 diamonds on their own, they've not just jumped to 5 hearts, they bid 5 diamonds. They've clearly voiding diamonds, you know from the bidding that they're voiding diamonds and here. So rate your cards. You've got the King of Hearts and the 5th heart and the Queen of Spades and Jack 10 9 X of clubs. You've got all the fillers that partner's looking for. Now partner can't bid key card because they've got a void. So it's very difficult for partners to do, and 5 diamonds is a very clear bid. I think you should be bidding 6 there. So there's the full hand. We actually won 2 imps on the board. There's the full hand. We didn't bid 6. There's the full hand. You can see that you make 13 tricks on the club finesse. And the reason we won 2 imps is, and this is a lesson to be learned, when you're preempting, you preempt as quick as you can, as fast as you can, and then you shut up. So the hand on our table that bid 4 diamonds, after giving us room to find our heart fit and then bid 4 diamonds, they've been a bit annoying actually. They've taken a 4 diamonds queue away from me. And maybe we can get there if I can queue twice maybe. But at Beans' table, it went 1 spade, 4 diamonds from Beans, pass, and as Bork Talk was about to pass, the hand, my hand, the strong hand, was about to bid something. So Bork thought, oh, sod it, and bid 5 diamonds. And you take up all their space. It's very difficult now to do something. And so the strong hand, my hand here, that potentially maybe should have even opened 2 clubs. You're not far off it. Just bid 5 spades. You think, oh, I think I'm going to make 5 spades. I think you should double here, and it should be takeout. And partner may or may not bid 5 hearts or 5 spades themselves. But it might be right to defend here. There's no guarantee 5 spades is making. And spades was 5-1, but because partner's got all those fillers we mentioned earlier, you still make 11 tricks in 5 spades, even though spades are 5-1. So if you're going to preempt, do it quickly, do it as fast as you can. And if you're thinking about whether to bid 6 or not, have a think about how much better your hand could be than it is. I've not had it daily. I've had it twice, I think.
No, you had it on.
Oh, and yeah, 3 times, yeah. All right, okay. So we're heading for food, and they're mocking my choice of eating styles. I've just seen a comment on one of the vlogs. So Paul Gibson's wife, yes, we do mention when we're going to eat every time, but it's you're not just getting the bridge, you're getting the sights and stuff. So we're going back to the Well, which is like a smorgasbord of restaurants. We are 3 from 3. That was a small win. Bork Talk didn't play in 3N, boo. No, so I'm going to show you a hand, and this is, I don't know, the Chucker rule. We were discussing, it's not the Chucker rule, but we were discussing a situation with Chucker, and he said that preempting to 4 spades is losing and preempting to 4 hearts is winning. Because when you bid 4 spades, so there's my hand, when you bid 4 spades, they're incentivized to just go shrug, double, pass, pass, pass. When you preempt in 4 hearts, they're more likely to have one or the other hand have a choice of bidding 4 spades or not. And so when you're preempting, what you don't want to do is just say, double me. You want to put them to a guess. And so I had this hand, and they opened a strong no trump on my right. And I have got a 9 count, but we're vulnerable. Everyone's vulnerable. How many hearts do you bid? Well, I think you should bid 4 hearts. What do you need for partner to have? If they've got the Queen Jack of clubs and a heart, this has play. So there will be some hands where 4 hearts makes, opposite very little. Because you cross the dummy's club, you take a heart for this, and their hearts are breaking, and you make it. But if you have, the other benefit to bidding 4 hearts is you make them guess. If 4 hearts isn't making, they might not catch you, they might bid 4 spades. And if 4 hearts is making, they might not bid 4 spades and they might try to catch you. You don't know, but you're putting them to a guess. But when you bid 4 spades, you only win when it makes, because you're pretty much forcing them to double you, I think. If it goes 1 notch up and you bid 4 spades vulnerable, it goes double. Well, if it makes, brilliant, but it's likely to just get passed out, and some of the time you're just going to go for 800 and nothing. So with this suit, I think these colours vulnerable, I think I'm bidding 3 spades with spades and I'm bidding 4 hearts with hearts. I think. I don't know if that's right, but and I think Chucker, when he was doing the Chucker rule, was talking about openings. He said opening 4 hearts is a winner, opening 4 spades is losing, because you're not putting to a guess often enough, because most of the time they won't have a hand that can bid to the 5 level, and they'll just pass it out doubled. So we win on the board that happened. It goes double, pass from Miki, and then the next lady thought for quite a while, and bids 4 spades. They end up being in a 4-3 spades to 5-1, and it's just got no play. I led ace and another heart. I know she's likely got the king because she's thinking of passing it, but Miki's going to be short in hearts here, I think, often enough that the ace of hearts lead's probably right. Could have let it through, but we just make 2 spade tricks, the ace of hearts and a club, the ace and another heart. Miki's trumps are too good to not make 2 tricks with, so we got a good board here. Now you imagine if it goes, if I bid 4 spades with this hand, it goes double. They're not going to bid 5 hearts with the same suits and same hands. They're just going to pass it out. So you can see that 4 hearts has no play. You're just going for a packet. You put them to a guess, and so if teammates bid 3N at the other table, we win even more imps. Teammates avoided 3N, probably correctly. I am winding Bork up, but probably correctly, because Bork thought he would rather play in a 4-3 fit than bid 3N with a tenuous king third. And so they bid it well, but sadly the 4-1 spade break beats both tables. So it was a flat board. It was a chance for a game potentially. We've pushed them to 4 spades. They got it wrong against us, and Beans and partner can get it right, and we would have won 10 and we would have won the match by more, but we won by 5. So 3 from 3. If we win 6 from 6, probably winning the event. I don't know. The psych, that's another thing. So Bork Talk psyched a no trump. In America you can't bid a no trump with a singleton that isn't an honour, and you can't bid a no trump with 10 cards in 2 suits, and so it broke the second rule. There might be some other rules as well, and an ACBL land not allowed. And so I think they unfairly said that if Bork Talk opened something different, that they wouldn't have got to 4 spades with the north-south cards, but Miki and I did, so it's possible to get to 4 spades, and I think our opponents have been hard done by here. The director ruled you only get to 3 spades making 10, so we still won imps on the board. So that didn't feel fair. Did that feel fair?
No.
Didn't feel fair. I would have happily just scrapped the board and called it an average. We won 8 imps, it got reduced to 7. So yeah, that doesn't feel like good directing. You know, we bid well to 4 spades. What's to stop our opponents doing the same bidding to 4 spades? I don't like that. We shouldn't win by the infraction. If he's not allowed to open an Outram there, we shouldn't win that board. It should be a tie, or we should lose like 3 imps just for doing the wrong thing. So I'm not even going to say we'll take it. I'm unhappy that we took that we get 7 imps there. So I don't think that's the right ruling. But you know, it means we won the match bigger than we should have done.
The director was asking our opponents whether their teammates who were not present at the director's table, whether they played mixed raises as well, because I explained the auction that happened at our table where it went a club, a spade, past 3 clubs as a mixed raise. But as the opponents were not present, they couldn't sort of defend themselves.
Yeah, if you're not playing mixed raises, maybe it goes a spade, like it goes a club, a spade past 3 spades, and this hand bids 4, because you're just missing 4 aces. I don't know, it doesn't feel fair, and I'm not even happy that it went our way. I don't think that's the right call, so apologies, opponents. So this was a hand we played against a pro pair. I think they were playing on a sponsored team, I think. And this is my favourite hand of the day. East opens a diamond. I have this hand. It's not a hand where you should be overcalling a 4-card heart suit. It doesn't meet enough of the criteria. You haven't really got a beard, so you pass. West bids 2 spades. North passes, and East pulls to 3 diamonds. Pass, pass, pass. So you're defending 3 diamonds. East clearly doesn't have spade tolerance, and East is going to have like 6 or 7 diamonds or something like that. And you're on lead at trick 1. What do you lead? Well, you haven't got a good lead really. The fact that you've got 3 diamonds means partner's diamond honours is probably falling. For example, if East has 7, you have 3, and partner's got the queen, it's just going to fall. Or partner's got the king, it's just going to be on side or something. So I thought a diamond lead was the least bad option, and I lead a diamond at trick 1. I can see dummy goes down with 7 spades. 2 spades usually shows like a weak hand with 6 spades. They've got a 7th spade here, so your king of spades is probably not going to be a trick because there's no East has got 2 spades. So how are we going to beat that? Well, we've got 1 club and 1 heart. Not many other tricks here. Let's see what we can manufacture. But we've led a diamond at trick 1. It might stop a potential club ruff. Like imagine if we led ace in another club, they might be able to ruff a club in dummy, and that's not good for us. So we lead a diamond and it goes small. Partner wins the ace, small. So haven't cost a trick at trick 1. And partner, playing 4th and 2nds, plays a club. So it looks like partner's got a 4-card club suit to either the queen or the jack here. East plays the 9. We can't really afford to duck the 9, so we take the ace and just play a club back just to be safe. Okay, so we've got 2 tricks so far. We're maybe going to get another club trick because partner might have the queen of clubs or the jack and 10 of clubs, and we know East has 4 clubs from partner's club switch. So East has at least 6 diamonds, if not 7, and at least 4 clubs. There's a very good chance at this point that East hasn't got any spades. If they only have 6 diamonds, for example, they're probably going to have no spades in hand. So what we're trying to do to defend here was we're trying to piece together East's distribution. And East is a professional player, and they don't know who we are. They're playing quite fast. So obviously, if you sit and tank and whatever, you give the stuff away. So the beauty of this hand was the speed in which Miki and I kind of defended here. They played a heart off dummy. Miki gives me count. I give Miki count. And East cashes some diamonds. So plays the king, small, small, 10. And the queen, small, small, 4. So 2 things appear now. 1, East only has 6 diamonds. So it's very likely that East has no spades. I think if they had 1 spade and 6 diamonds, they would just pass 2 spades because Miki had the 10 of diamonds and the ace, so East's diamonds weren't particularly great for having a 6-card suit. And the second thing is Miki's played the 10 of diamonds followed by the 4, so Miki is signalling the ace of spades. So we know Miki's got the ace of spades. If East has 1 spade, our king is worthless anyway, so we know we have some safe spade discards to come. They then play the jack of clubs. Miki wins the queen, and Miki clears the clubs. So now, sorry, I'll just undo that. Now we have a count of the hand. We know East's original shape was no spades, we think. We're not guaranteed on that yet, but we think they had no spades. We think they had 6 diamonds and 4 clubs. That's known information. So we think East's original shape is 0, 3, 6, 4. If it's 1, 2, 6, 4, we potentially can beat it because we're going to get a spade and a heart to come. So how do we beat it if it's 0, 3, 6, 4, which is far more likely? I think, like all the logic behind going earlier, that if East had a spade and 6 diamonds only, they would have passed 2 spades, knowing they've got at least a 6-1 fit, if not a 7-1 fit. So how do we beat it if East has 3 hearts? Well, what we're going to do is when they play a heart to the queen, the only chance is to duck it. And this is the point where we realise we need to do that. And so we need to discard in a way so that when they play a heart up towards the queen, we've still got a low heart in our hand. So we pitch a spade. They play a diamond. We pitch 1 heart. We can afford to do that. They play another diamond. We can bear our king of spades. And we're really relying on the fact that East has no spades, because when they play a heart up, if this is their last heart and they have a diamond and a spade left, we know we've let it through. So we have to be fairly confident here that East hasn't got a spade, and we play low and we give them a guess. Effectively what they're doing is has North bared their King of Hearts, or have we ducked our King of Hearts? So they stopped and thought at this point. They played the rest of the hand really fast. They stopped and thought at this point. They counted the hand, and they've got to work out whether me, unknown person, is good enough to duck the King of Hearts, or North, unknown person, is good enough to bear the King of Hearts. Now, obviously, if North has bared the King of Hearts, that's a mistake on North's part, because they can just keep King Jack and beat the contract legitimately. So they're either playing for me to duck smoothly, or for North to have made an error. And they played for North to make an error. They looked at Miki, thought, oh, he's a fish, he doesn't know what he's doing, and they ducked it. Miki's Jack wins, and you can see the full hand now. Miki can exit with the ace of spades, dropping my king and the queen. They ruff it, but then they have a heart left. So we won that there. So never give up. You know the contract's cold. You know you've got the king of hearts and the queens on side. And fairly early on, as soon as East turns up with 4 clubs, you're pretty sure that East didn't have a spade in their hand for the whole hand, really. So doing what you did felt safe. You need to... It's an inference you got from the bidding. You didn't know for certain that was the case, but it's an inference you got from the bidding. And given they're good players, you were pretty sure they had no spades. So that was my favourite hand of the day. We beat a part score. I think it ended up being a flat board. I can't remember what happened to to Beans and Bork. But it ended up being a flat board. But in a match that was close, that we ended up winning narrowly. If they make this, we lose the match. So this was like match 4 or 5, and we were 4 out of 4 or 5 out of 5, I think, when we played this. So it felt pretty good. We are undefeated. Teammates had a good card, and they got, when I went 1-off in 3N, I played for 1-off actually in the previous round. Teammates got 500. They doubled 3N, and the declarer didn't play for 1-off and ended up going 2-off. So me playing for 1-off doesn't give me many imps, but obviously if declarer ticks the same line as me, then we don't get as many imps as we did, and we won't win the match. So that was good. This felt good potentially. I've been very good at table reads this week, and just reading the opponents, and I had 5 small ups at King Jack 10 to 5, and I led a small club off, and normally the default play is to play the 10 because it wins against Ace Queen X, and it only loses against Stiff Queen offside. But the way the lady played the club made me feel like I should play the king, and I ummed and ahed and played the jack and lost to Stiff Queen and went off. So my guess is the play should be the same if they get to the same spot. It was a bit of a thin one, so we might lose anyway. But they missed a grand against us. We bit of thing came at the end where Miki's got not much, but I've got 8, he's got 13, so we've got a 21-point game. It feels like a good set. It feels like we've done well. And then there was another one where I opened a strong no chump with Ace Queen Doubleton Club, and they overcall 3 clubs on my left, and Miki bids 3 hearts, and I've got Jack 10-9 of hearts and Ace Queen tight of clubs. Now I don't really want to play in 4 hearts. Hearts could be 5-0, hearts could be breaking poorly, and I also had King Queen Jack 10x of spades. So I thought, even if the hearts aren't good, I can potentially set my spades up, but I don't really want a club lead coming through my ace queen in 4 hearts and then him struggling with some sort of bad heartbreak. So I bid 3N, and they didn't defend it it's difficult. They're playing to beat it, but they let me make an overtrick. But the hearts were 5-0, so we're about to score up here. There's a team. Woo, go team. Team Beans if we win, Team Bork if we lose. We won that match by 51. The 3N where I could have dropped the King Queen of clubs was lose 5 because they weren't in game. I thought they wouldn't be. So this is the 3N I got to. So I have Ace Queen tight of clubs. I'll give you my whole hand. King Queen Jack 10x, Jack 10-9. Jack to 3 and Ace Queen Doubleton, and I opened 1 no trump. It's a good 14. You've got a good 5-card spade suit, or none of your honours are failing to work. You've got no Queen Doubletons or Jack X's or anything. And this is the one where it goes 3 clubs on your left and partner bids 3 hearts. So choice number 1, well, you've got a choice here. What do you bid? I bid 3N. I'm not saying it's 100% right, but it feels like, from the things I mentioned a sec ago, that it's probably the right thing to do. I think there's a chance that things could break badly. You need to make 10 tricks in hearts with 1 fewer club trick. So that needs to be like a 2-trick swing, because at 3N you're probably going to get a club lead. Probably they just sort of just lead their suit if they're not sure what to do. And if you don't get a club lead, you might get a spade lead, and that's good for you as well. So you can see what dummy is, and they lead the jack of clubs, and it goes jack, small, small, queen. And you test the waters, you play the jack of hearts. If he covers with the queen, brilliant, all your hearts are coming in. But he discards a spade, a discouraging spade. So what do you do now? Well, you know where both aces are. You know likely the ace of diamonds is on your left with the clubs, and the ace of spades is on your right. And you've actually only got 8 tricks, even if you set up one of your suits. So if you knock out the ace of diamonds, you've only got 8 tricks. If you knock out the ace of spades, you've only got 8 tricks. So what do? Well, you do some hanky-panky. You're in dummy. You've in dummy with the ace of hearts. If you knock out the queen of hearts, you've only got 6 tricks. So you need to set one of your long suits, but you need to sneak a trick in the other one first. Now, if you play a spade off dummy, they're going to fly in with the ace of spades, and they're going to play clubs and clear the clubs, and then you're going to go off. You can cash your 4 spades, you can cash your 2 hearts, you can cash your 2 clubs, but you're going to fail. So what you should do is what I did. You play the king of diamonds off dummy, and it goes small, small. Now, the hand can still beat it, because clubs are 5, 6, 3. The hand can still beat you by winning this and playing a second club. But what he was worried on, he wants the ace of diamonds as an entry to clubs. It's a bit of false logic. I'm clearly gonna, if I need to set the diamonds up, I'm just going to keep playing diamonds. It's not like holding up is going to be a good thing. And when I lead the king off dummy, I've surely got the jack in hand. So he should just take it. But because I lead it from dummy and went small, small, he thinks I'm just going to duck, because 1, it's the habitual thing to do. You normally duck with aces, don't you, in no trumps. And 2, it's sometimes when you've got a long suit and you want the entry to your long suit setting up, you need to hold on to your ace. So he did, and then I was able to switch to spades. There's the full hand, and I was able to make all these spade tricks. Teammates defended 4 hearts, 2 off, didn't you?
Yep, 2 off.
And so we won 12 imps on the board. It was a vulnerable 630 versus 200. And that felt pretty good, to be honest. 2 decisions there that worked well, playing on diamonds and just bidding 3N allowed us to get a 12-minute swing. But to be honest, even if that board was flat, we still win the match 20-0. We got a huge card. So after 5 wins from 5, we've not got a good card.
1 good.
Yeah, maybe. We've not got a good card. So Beans and Bork not only need to play well, they need to play superhuman for us to win this. We're not going to win the event anyway. We were like 7 behind the leaders, and there were 3 teams ahead of us. So first was playing 3rd, we were playing 2nd, we were in 4th. It's been a good day. Oh, here they are. We're going to score up and let you know, but I am expecting a loss. Don't tell them. We didn't win the last match. I don't know where we finished. We lost moderately heavily, so we finished with 78 after 6, which is alright. You know, we were 18 above average. So there were, I don't know how many teams there, 40 teams or something? 40 to 60 teams. We probably came about 10th. I don't know exactly where. There'll be a little, I'll put a little note down here giving our final finish positions. We've just gone through, I like doing this at the end of an event, just asking my partner and my teammates, or whoever played in the same event as me, what their favourite hand of the day was. Everyone's got to have something they're happy with. So yeah, it was good. I think Borktox was when he whacked 3N, and Beans was when he bid a grand, and mine was I think the one where we defended and gave him a losing option against the couple of pros. What was yours again?
Same as yours, to be honest.
Yeah, and Miki had the same favourite hand as me, where we both, you know, they're in a cold contract that can't possibly go off, and we gave them an option to go off. They should get it right, but you know, that's a really nice thing where we cooperate and do it all right. We're going to an arcade here, so it's got pinball and maybe some Skittles or bowling, or I don't quite know, and it's got DDR. Now, I'm an old man, I didn't know what that meant, but it's Dance Dance Revolution. So we might have a short clip of Borktok doing Dance Dance Revolution with his trousers falling down, because he needs a belt. But we'll be back tomorrow for the Werner pairs. We're not going to beans it, are we? We're not going to beans it. No beansing it in the Werner pairs, no. Like I did last year, so and that's a 2-day event, so hopefully we do quite well in that.